In Venezuela, we are told, they need to loot or die of hunger. Yeah, look at that. Vanessa Neumann is with us, the president of Asymmetrica. Vanessa, you're our point person on Venezuela. You know what's going on down there.
Thank you.
I would expect it to have collapsed by now, but it hasn't. What's propping them up?
Well, what's propping them up is people sort of, that they keep getting sort of either cash infusions from Russia or China. That's somewhat stopping. Though I heard from a friend of mine who just flew down there last week that at the airport you're seeing a lot of Chinese people getting off flights from Europe. Some of us suspect that they're PLA, which means People's Liberation Army from China, and they're taking over refineries. So there's sort of backroom deals giving them cash. And, of course, they're a narco regime. They keep paying their generals with drug money. And, by the way, I discuss this in my book, Blood Profits, which is about that. It's about...
I want to hear about that, because I've heard that some relatives of the leadership in Venezuela have been arrested on drug charges. And I think maybe some of the arrests were in America.
Yes,
but you're telling me that basically it's a narco state, period.
It's a narco state, and that is how they are paying for the loyalty of the military. The generals don't rebel because they are receiving drug money. They are all involved in drug trafficking. And the relatives of the president are the president's nephews. They've been sentenced to about 30 years in prison in the United States, in the Southern District of New York, which is in Manhattan. So it's very serious. And the U.S. government refers to the Venezuelan government as the Flores Drug Trafficking Organization, because Flores is the name of the wife of the president. So the U.S. government refers to it as a drug cartel.
Well, where's it going, Vanessa? I mean, you can't go along like this forever, can you? I mean, where's Venezuela going?
It's not, well, you have a lot of fracture. You have, in fact, different segments of the population they are rebelling. You have sort of a reversal to the state of nature, constant looting. They're attacking anybody who has any sort of food. The authorities are standing by. But you also see some of the security forces stealing some of the weapons from the others. The big news this last week was that they murdered what we called sort of our James Bond figure, who was one of the people who had been a rebel. They surrendered, and they killed him. And now he's become sort of a martyr of the resistance, and now people are unifying behind that. What's going to happen is the government's increasingly isolated. They called for elections yesterday. It's a farce. 12 countries said no, they won't support it. And the Colombian government, which is a great ally of the United States, pulled its ambassador out in protest. So how this happens is a total collapse with a state of nature and a humanitarian crisis. We're seeing an exodus across borders like you see in Syria. It's stunning.
It's astonishing, Vanessa, and we really want to thank you very much for being on top of this for us.
Thank you.
We need that direct input, and you're giving it to us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Vanessa Neumann, thanks very much indeed. We'll see you again soon. Got it.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
How about